myself Vinod Panara, and in this lecture we discuss about overview of language and introduction to Jupyter Notebook. So first one, procedure oriented language. Procedure oriented language use a list of instruction to tell the computer what to do step by step. It means first doing this step, then print out this, then doing this step. Procedure are also known as routine or function. If you want a computer to do something, you should provide step-by-step instruction to computer and how to do it. Okay. Example of this procedure oriented language are Fortran, COBOL, C and Pascal. Okay. Then second one, object oriented language. It is also known as OOPS. Object oriented programming is a programming language that relies on the concept of class and object. Okay, so there are normally two concepts, class and object. Class means it is blueprint of object. Okay, for example, there is one blank railway form. So this is class, blank railway form. And if we put some information on that form, then object create. So by using same class, we create different object. A class in object-oriented programming is a blueprint or prototype that define the variables and the methods common to object of a certain kind. An object in OOPS is a specimen of class. It means, for example, railway form. So blank railway form, that is class. If we put information of first person, then it is object 1. Then if we put information on second person, then it is object 2. Then object 3, object 4, object 5. So different object created from same class. Okay. Then example, for example, class car, and class has an attribute and methods. Attribute means variables. So attributes, it is color, brand, model, and methods, it means repaint. Okay. Then from this class, one object create, my car. It has attributes, color is equal to blue, brand is equal to Alto, model is equal to charger. Then methods repaint. Then second object from same class, my friend's car. Attributes, color is equal to red, brand is equal to Nissan, model is equal to Altima, methods is equal to repaint. There are many object-oriented programming languages, including JavaScript, C++, and Java. Then third one, machine level language. So it is a language that consists of a set of instructions that are in the binary form. So set of instruction that are in binary form, 0 or 1. As we know that computer can understand only machine instruction which are in binary digit 0 and 1. So the instruction given to the computer can be only in binary code. Binary code. Creating a program in a machine level language is a very difficult task, as it is not easy for the programmer to write the program in machine instruction. It is error prone as it is not easy to understand and its maintenance is also very high. A machine level language is not portable as each computer has its machine instruction. So if we write a program in a one computer will no longer be valid in another computer. So it is not portable. Okay. Then next topic, that is Jupyter Notebook. A Jupyter Notebook is a file that contains both programming code and text description. Jupyter Notebook can also contain charts, plots, image, video, and links. Jupyter Notebook run in a web browser like Firefox or Google Chrome. A Jupyter Notebook is an application that can run Python code, then display, plot, and show equation. So if we enter some Python code in Jupyter Notebook, then it represents output of that code and it also display plot from that code. Okay, and it also show equation. Okay. Now, how to install Jupyter Notebook? Jupyter installation require Python 3.3 or greater or Python 2.7. So this 2.7, 3.3, that is version of Python. Okay, and it is changed from time to time. Okay. As an existing Python user, you may wish to install Jupyter using Python Package Manager pip. So pip, that is one type of module in Python. Okay. First, ensure that you have the latest pip. Older version may have trouble with some dependency. So first, you ensure that it is latest version of pip. Latest version pip 3. So pip 3 install dash dash upgrade pip. Then install the Jupyter Notebook using pip 3 install Jupyter. So after pip 3, which is latest version of pip, then write install Jupyter. Okay. Then try typing the code in the cell of Jupyter. Then click on the run button to run our program and show output. Now opening and creating Jupyter Notebook. Follow the step given below to open the Jupyter Notebook. Open the Jupyter on Window, Start menu and select Jupyter. This action opens the Jupyter file browser in Web Browser tab. In the upper right, select New and in the New, select Python 3. A new notebook will open as a new tab in your web browser. Try typing some code in the cell in Jupyter and after typing cell, click on run button to show output of program. So first in menu button, type CMD. CMD means command prompt and click here. So there is a one command prompt and here enter Jupyter Notebook and after writing Jupyter Notebook enter it. So home page of Jupyter Notebook that is open. This is home page of Jupyter. Home page. Now here there is a new button and click on new button. Then click on Python 3. So it is open in new tab and it has untitled title not given. So it is open in new page. Now this is cell of Jupyter, and in this cell if we enter print hello, so if we enter print hello and this is run button, so if we run this program then output is hello. Okay, so if we run this program then output hello. This is run button to run a program. Okay, and if we increase number of cell then this plus sign, if we click on this plus button then number of cell increase. Then there is a one file folder, file, then edit, then view, then insert. These are the different folder. Okay, then next one, that is saving and downloading Jupyter Notebook. So Jupyter Notebook can be saved using the save icon in the upper menu or by pressing Ctrl plus S. Jupyter Notebook can also be saved as a copy similar to save as command, common in many programs. To make a copy of Jupyter Notebook, use file and then make a copy. Jupyter Notebook can be download and save using file. In file, there is a download as option, and from it download as a notebook. So use this .ipynb, this option in download as. And selecting this menu option will download the notebook as a .ipynb file. Jupyter Notebook can be saved in other format also. This format can access using the file, and in the file download as, and then there are different options. The available file download type are first notebook. So if we download this file as a notebook, then .ipynb option, then Python, .py option, then HTML option, then Markdown, .md option, then REST option, and latex.tex option, and PDF via latex.pdf option. So these are the different options to download that file. So this is a home page of Jupyter, and this is our page. In this page you write program, simple program, print hello, and output that is hello. Now here this is file. First option, file. In the file option there is a make a copy option, then save as, then rename option, and then download as. In download as there are various options to download this file. In which option, for example PDF, notebook, latex, HTML. Okay, so to download this file in which option, so in download as there are various options. Okay, rename, save as, make a copy of this program, there are various options in file. Then edit, then view option, then insert option. Okay, this is plus button, this is transfer in upward direction, transfer in downward direction, run button. So this is about Jupyter Notebook. If we enter some code in Jupyter Notebook and after pressing run, we get output. Output, whether it is in the form of text, whether it is in the form of plot, graph, etc. Okay. So this is about today lecture. Thank you for today lecture.